The Princess and the Pea, written by Janice Kramer, from Exodus chapter 1, verse 8 through chapter 2, verse 10. Illustrated by Sally Matthews. The wicked king of Egypt was as worried as could be. Israelites, he fumed and fussed, that's all I ever see. They work our land, they breathe our air, those Israelites are everywhere. If I'm not careful, some fine day they'll up and take my land away. I'll make them suffer, then they'll leave, and Egypt will be mine. Those Israelites will know this king is not without a spine. He made them carry stones and sticks and great big heavy loads of bricks, and worst of all, he planned to kill the baby boys of Israel. Oh, what a wicked king he was to think of such a thing. But many of the Israelites were smarter than the king. They hid their baby boys from sight and kept them hidden day and night. They prayed and prayed that God above would help them with his strength and love. One mother tried to keep her baby quiet as a mouse, but every day the soldiers of the king rode by her house. If he should cry as they passed by, they'll know he's here and he will die. My baby must be kept alive somehow, some way he must survive. And so that loving mother made a tiny little boat. With loving care she made it strong so it was sure to float. She dressed her baby in his clothes and kissed him on his little nose and tucked him in with blankets round to keep him warm and safe and sound. The baby's sister Miriam was puzzled through and through. "Why, mother," cried the little girl, "what are you going to do?" "You'll see," the mother said, "you'll see. Be quiet now and follow me." Then out the door with cautious eyes she looked for soldiers passing by. The way was clear, she gathered up her baby boat and all. "Stay right beside me, Miriam. Be careful not to fall." They walked together one long mile until they reached the river Nile, and then the little girl began to understand her mother's plan. And when they reached the river's edge, they put the strong boat in, then laid the baby down inside. No water touched his skin. He didn't cry or make a peep, he simply yawned and went to sleep. The mother wiped away a tear. The king will never find him here. "Oh, mother," said the little girl, "I'll stay with him all day. If anyone should come, I'll just pretend I'm here to play." The mother kissed her daughter's face and held her in a long embrace. "My little girl," she said with pride, as has suddenly grown up inside. With that, the mother hurried home. She had been gone too long. Now would the soldiers start to think that something had gone wrong? Poor Miriam was all alone. She sat for hours on a stone and watched the baby slumber on. How strange it seemed with mother gone. Then suddenly she heard a sound upon the river path. "Three ladies," whispered Miriam. "They've come to take a bath. Oh no, the one that's chattering, she's the daughter of the king. He murders little baby boys. I mustn't make a single noise." She ducked and hid, but all was lost. They'd seen the little boat. "Why, look!" the princess cried. "A little baby boy afloat." She picked him up, and how he cried. "An Israelite," the princess sighed, "but he's so sweet as sweet can be. I'll take him home to live with me." The ladies hadn't noticed that young Miriam was there, so she approached them now as if she didn't have a care. "Hello," she said, "I'm almost 9. And don't you think the weather's fine? What have you there? Why, goodness me, is that a baby boy I see?" "Why, guess it is," the princess said. "I found him floating here." "You'll need a nurse," said Miriam, "to give him proper care. I know a lady Israelite who'd nurse him for you day and night." The princess answered thankfully, "Please go and bring her here to me." When Miriam came back, she had her mother by the hand. Then bowing low, the mother said, "I'll do what you command." The princess looked at her and smiled. "I'll pay you well to nurse this child. Take care of him until he's grown and love him as your very own." The mother's eyes were filled with tears. Her heart was filled with joy. She praised the Lord for giving back her little baby boy. And Miriam was happy too, for deep within her heart, she knew there must have been some reason why God hadn't let her brother die. The end.